obviously you haven't gotten into the fall camp portion yet and seen the players, but what is kind of your main focus going into this season?
First and foremost, solidifying the quarterback position, identifying the skill sets and abilities of the new players in the program, and designing and implementing the scheme around those players.
How much has changed since spring with that quarterback depth?
We'll find out. Again, we're working more with a practice rotation right now, not worried about setting a depth chart here in day one or the first week, but I know we're all anxious to get things sorted out and solidified with that spot, and I'm fired up to see him on the field today.
What do you make of the work your quarterbacks have put in this summer?
I think it's been an excellent summer of preparation. We're around a lot in June and have we call them OTAs, on the field sessions with the players, have meetings with the players in June. In July, the players pretty much take it over as that's the time the coaches go on vacation. They're with the strength coach doing the strength conditioning, but all the football portion of it falls on player-led workouts, and all the reports have been outstanding. And again, you're just anxious to see that show up on the practice field today.
Andy, as things stand right now, do you expect to see Cam at some point during camp full, ready to go?
I do. He will be very limited here this first week. We'll get a feel for where he is health-wise, but he is cleared to move and throw and drop, so he's going to get some work there. But we'll just really try to limit team type of plays where he has to have sudden reactions, but he's going to get a lot of throws in early in this camp.
And just to follow that up, is there like a target date where you guys need to see him full in order to start the opener?
I don't have that crystallized. I would lean on Coach Witt, what his thoughts are, but Cam is obviously a proven commodity, got a ton of quality reps under his belt, and just a premier player at that position, so we got a lot of confidence in his ability, maybe not to pick up exactly where he left off, but he's a really good player.
Just as a refresher, after evaluating spring ball in this offseason, what would you assess as the strengths of your offense?
I really think the offensive line is a strength with all the returning snaps that those players have accumulated. There's a lot of experience up front, a lot of big physical athletes up front, a couple newcomers that I'm excited about. I got to just double check. We got Spencer Fano, who was with us in the spring, and Caleb Lamu, who just joined us this summer. A couple really good-looking athletes up there, but I think that would be the strength of the unit.
What's your understanding of your current understanding of what Cam can do and what he can't do right now?
He's going to be very limited with what he does. We're going to work him a lot in individual, in routes versus air, and 7-on-7, and really hold back on the team reps, especially in this first week, and just gauge and assess, see how he's feeling, get feedback from the trainers and the doctors, and really it's between Cam and the medical staff saying, okay, it's time to go.
What does the first week of spring look like from an OC standpoint? You got to imagine it's a lot of install and a lot of getting the freshmen and you guys.
A lot of install. It's a front end loaded. We have 25 practice opportunities between now and the home opener against Florida. And the first 12 practice, it's about exposing the players to the plays in the system. As we're exposing them to the plays and executing the plays, you evaluate what fits our skill set and personality as an entire unit and draw from there. There's two types of plays that you draw from in an installation process. There's plays we're going to master, we're going to rep the heck out of. Other plays you just want to get exposure to. Maybe they don't attack the Utah defense very well, but I know they're going to come up sometime in September, October, so I don't want that to be the first time they hear of Geronimo Motor Left East Weak Flow 4X snag. Okay.
So what's that?
Yeah, it's an exposure play.
How do you feel about your running backs right now?
I feel really good. Really good. Obviously, with the growth and development of JJ after we made that switch game 4 or 5 last year, you're just seeing that skill set just scratching the surface. He was highly motivated, showed great improvement in the spring, so I really like his growth and development in that position. Mekhi Bernard back is such a versatile weapon for us. Feel really good with what he brings to the table. Guy's a really good runner, catches the heck out of the ball out of the backfield, and is our best pass protector. So that's 1, 2, 3. Jalen Glover showed great growth, thrown into the fire as a true freshman in the Pac-12. No joke, handled that, but had an excellent spring. A couple younger guys coming in, anxious to see what they're about.
Is Chris Curry a full go?
Chris Curry will be almost full go. We're just, again, we don't want, I don't want to burn a guy out in the first 2 or 3 days, so we're going to just ease him in. But he is cleared.
That's what I meant.
But he's cleared. He is cleared, but we're not going to wear him out here in the first couple days, and just we want that sucker built to last.
What about Brant Keithy as well?
Same thing. He's not as far along in terms of clearance as Curry. He's the guy we're going to ease back into it. And again, between the training staff and the medical staff, that's kind of, we'll follow their lead.
Last year, you obviously wanted to use Brant in a lot of different schemes and be able to utilize him in whatever capacities that you needed to as a tight end. Does some of that change this year based on an injury, or does that really matter, or how do you utilize him?
The plays are all there, and we're looking, who can fill that void if Brant is not full go. And we got these plays in that are designed for Brant, but we got some new skill sets in the offense that I think are guys that can step in and fill that role. And then knowing when we get Brant back, it's just a plug and play. And we did a lot of shuffling around with personnel last year, and the players did a great job of adjusting on the fly and handling the workload. So I'm sure that's going to be the case this year as it is every year.